Hey, what's going on, guys? MindaQ77B here. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2004. This is episode number 167 today for the Pennsylvania 500 here at Pocono Raceway. I'm actually wanting to change the paint scheme, actually. We're not going to be running that. We're going to be running the Flames paint scheme this time around, actually. I forgot to change that. But it's been quite a while, though. I know I'm uploading these things essentially like once a week now, essentially since Thunder 2000 is basically kind of like the main focus right now on the channel, I would say. I mean, we're kind of wrapping up this series, essentially, by ourselves. And what do you mean, Aldi? Sheldon, you're not happy either? Well, then again, neither am I. As sad as it seems, this playthrough is going to end soon. We still got some stuff that's overhauling and being built. Shop Edition, of course, boring plates are arriving in 4 races. So hopefully, at that point, we can probably just win out the rest of the season with the straight line speed that we're going to be getting. In terms of point standings, for those who need a reminder, we're third in the standings again with Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt Jr. kind of leading the way. With us being 111 points back, we have 6 wins on the season already. Hopefully, we're going to make it 7. Pocono, with the default setup last time, it's been great for us. So hopefully, we can actually make it a clean, perfect sweep at Pocono. Just to solidify this, I kind of want to use our best equipment in a way, really. I mean, it is our home state track. Got to make sure we can keep ourselves in good prime position, because I think Indianapolis is coming up, and then we got, I think, the Glen as well. And honestly, I will say this, I have a bit of a grudge against Watkins Glen. It's kind of personal anyway. But anyway, 91 car rating. Let's do this. Let's sweep Pocono, shall we? Want to make sure before we do anything, make sure we're in default setup. I don't know why that got sent back there. Maybe because I didn't save the game. And now we're going to be going to qualifying as Jeff Gordon's on pole. Of course he is. Alrighty, time for 2 laps, I would say. Yeah, I would say like the 2000 career mode has been so much fun to do lately. I totally forgot how to drive this track in game. Don't worry, you saw nothing. I did not scrape the wall. Yeah, I would say I don't even know. I'm just filling in time. Let's just cut to the final lap. Time to start our actual qualifying lap. We're in last place as of now, of course. What's our pole time to beat? A 49.7. I don't know if we'll be able to make it there in time, but we're going to have to find out, as we're going to try to make a good... I still kind of messed the corner up a little bit. I probably went on the gas a little bit too early. I'm still used to playing Thunder 2000 now, to be honest with you, even though I'm having not so much success over there. So it's going to take me a minute or two to figure out what to do in Thunder 2004. I'll figure it out eventually, of course. Turn 2, always going to make sure we get a good exit off the corner. This is my last time racing at a Pocono, too, in this game, so I'm going to be a little sad, because I actually like... I had struggles at Pocono in the beginning, but it became one of my favorite tracks to drive on, eventually. Let's see here. We're coming off a 3, and let's see. Is it anything good?
Good speed. We'll start near the front.
No. Sponsor does not like that. That's not good. We're qualifying 8th. That's not great. And I think, if I recall correctly, the sponsor may or may not leave. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Welcome to Pocono Raceway, located in the heart of the beautiful Pocono Mountains for today's Pennsylvania 500 on MRN. What can we look for on this unusual track, Barney?
Unique is definitely the word for this racetrack. First of all, there are only 3 corners, each of which has completely different banking, which also means there are 3 straightaways. And guess what? They're all different lengths. This is one tough racetrack to prepare a race car for.
The UPS Ford has covered the spectrum in the last 2 races, going from a back-of-the-pack finish to a win last week.
That win last week sure gave them back their confidence as a team. They had just been needing that after a bad race they had.
2002 was a breakout year for Kurt Busch and his Roush Racing team.
That it was. With 3 wins and 10 top 10 finishes, he showed that he's one of the rising stars in NASCAR.
David Green hasn't run well in his qualifying attempts at the speedways this year.
Man, does this make getting a win tough. He has to be careful not to beat up the car, as aerodynamics have become so important at these speedway tracks. That's not easy to do when you have the whole field starting in front of you.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
So it's the class of 93 on the front row. We got Jeff Gordon and Bobby Labonte up there. I'm still worried about our sponsorship money and team. If we're gonna leave the Robert Yates Racing or not. I have yet to do a whole video about that in a while. Anyway, we're under green here. Off we go. 50 laps here at Pocono. We've had a perfect race last time with no damage occurring to us. Essentially, we kind of just led like most laps and all that as well. So hopefully we can have the same amount of success here. But we already just almost run right into the back of the side of the 127, I would say. We're falling down to 10th. It's going to take a good minute or two for us to get ourselves back up there. Yeah, I know I haven't done a whole thing with Flat Out Racing Network in like a long time with this game. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it anymore. I'll probably be more focused on Thunder 2000 instead with that. Like maybe after 9 races in Thunder 2000, I'll go do it. But I think in terms of this game, kind of like I'm on that path where I just want to get this over with. So I don't want to put too much more effort in editing and all that stuff anymore as I used to on this. But hey, this game had its great run. You know what I mean? 167 episodes in. I think it's time to wrap it up here. You know what I mean? Anyway, we got Jimmy Johnson in front of us. We just passed our teammate Elliott Sadler, who had a really decent start. Actually, he actually managed to get around us. But how long will he stay up there, though, is the question. I don't see Dale Jr. anywhere, so that's great news for us. But what's not great news for us is Jeff Gordon leading the way. So every lap he leads is not good for us in terms of our point standing, our points battle anyway. As we're actually now in 5th place, we're in the top 5. Harvick wants to be all over us on lap 2. He leaves the bottom open for us. All right, so not a perfect race anymore as we give Harvick a little bit of a nudge. We're actually going to slam him into the wall a little bit as a little bit of a retaliation there, kind of being in the way. But now we're going to be 3 wide on the front straightaway. This wide-ass front straightaway. We're going to go clear both Newman and Stewart as we're going to go up the racetrack, give a little bit of a nudge, and that is somehow a 60, I want to say, or 30. I don't even know. Either way, Newman's not happy with us. I mean, go figure. And we got Tony Stewart right in front. Oh. All right, that does warrant a 30, I would say, but I overshot my corner and just ran right into the back of Stewart. Hopefully we won't have to do that again because we're going to go into 3 like so.
The 20 car up high.
Try to easily pass that 20 car. Yeah, stay alert as we got, we're not clear as we're going to nearly put him into the wall, and we're up into 2nd place. Now we got to go catch up to that 24 car. Going 217 miles an hour on the front straightaway. We have to really let off the gas here and try to let this thing coast. We step on the throttle a little too early. Usually we do better in turns 2 and 3 anyway. I think in terms of race pace, we're about the same, but I'm getting onto that draft, so it's going to be really fast, this car is. We're going to have to brake a little bit earlier. I would say here's a good spot. We let the car rotate through the middle of turn 2. We always drive this corner so well. In fact, we're going to pass on the outside here. We're going to go side by side with the point leader. And are we clear? Yes, we are. We just cleared the 24 car, and now essentially, if we can get around turn 1 with no problem, we can just set sail the rest of the way. Of course, it's still going to be a 2-stopper no matter what we do here at Pocono. It's not going to be like Michigan where it's going to be a farce. That's going to be a problem, though, because we still have one more Michigan race to do. And honestly, I'm glad that we're no longer going to Michigan after, in terms of this game anyway. We're no longer going to Michigan after this season. In terms of this game, thankfully. Thank you, after one more. I hate that track in this game. I mean, same with Auto Club. For some reason, I don't like Auto Club in London 2004. Oh yeah, we had a much better turn 2. And probably going to be a much better turn 3. And we're going to try to keep pulling away from Jeff Gordon and the rest of the field. And we continue to try to keep leading those laps.
Number 24.
Oh, this fight's not over because apparently Jeff Gordon just made mincemeat of us going to 1. I think we tagged the wall just a little bit and just messes up the side. Even though there's no damage at all, he just made no effort in just passing us into 1. But we always get it back in turns 2 and 3. So we really got to make sure we got a good exit. We sort of do, but don't. We're going to try to battle this lead once again. But I'm not going to be clear as much as I was this time, as we give him a little bit of a nudge as well. trying to make sure we hold him off here. No, he just has a much better exit. Can we get it back on the straightaway, though? I don't even know. We'll be able to. We're not going to be able to cross the start-finish line and take the lead back, but he'll lead that lap. Yeah, our lap times have fallen off quite a bit. I think I might have pushed the front tires just a little bit. Let the car rotate, and that is probably the best ever I've ever driven off of one, ever. And he's still right beside us. Gonna give him a little bit of a side draft here as well. Give him a little bit of a nudge. It did not quite work. So he's gonna try to block us down there. I wouldn't recommend doing that, my guy, because I take that corner a little bit my way, and we just held Jeff Gordon up. Down the straightaway we go, going into 3. Can we keep the lead? We can. I don't think I hit the gas a little too early. Yeah, I did. I hit the gas a little too early. I had to get out of the front throttle there. We're gonna have to block on the front straightaway to keep him behind us. I think our. Yeah, I don't know how that little bit of damage though. That like it's not even on the screen. Considered us, you know, damaged and be like have so much off the pace. It's not even funny, but I understand we're like 9 laps old, but still. So in terms of strategy, though, we have a few options on our hands. So I can't wait to see what I can come up with.
You're halfway on fuel.
Halfway on fuel on lap 12. That's interesting, but not so good at the same time. Kind of messed off of 2 right then and there, trying to comprehend that information right then and there. I guess lap 21, 22 will be our way of pitting, I would say, at this point of the race. We kind of lost Jeff Gordon, even though he's still in the mirrors, just very barely still there. But in terms of like what I want to do, well, I guess we can just stay out as long as we can anyway, and try to make Jeff Gordon not lead as many laps anyway. It'll help us out for our second and maybe third stints as well. So, I mean, that is good. So here's another good news, though, for me, and bad news for the field. I'm starting to get used to how the game plays now for this track. So it's not good for the field and good for us. Okay, I hit the wall a little bit. That's not good. That was my best corner too. I guess I'm used to taking it so quickly. Now I just messed it up a little bit. Oh well. Can't have 2 perfect races in a row at Pocono, it seems. Yeah, we're just still pulling away for right now, though. We're still no problem. But now the problem is Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s in 4th. So, in terms of, like, the points situation, even if we do win, we're not going to really do anything, really. Like, even if we do lead the most laps, which is pretty much going to happen at this point, I would say, it's still not, like, a good situation. Especially since we got Michigan and, for some reason, Watkins Glen being a pain in the ass for us. Why is it a pain in the ass for us? Oh, I messed up really bad in turn 2. Oh my gosh, it didn't rotate like I thought it would. And I'm just fearing though too, like the sponsorship thing going away too. I mean, expectations of being in qualifying, it's honestly qualifying that's being the big issue rather than like the actual like race or whatnot, or finishing ahead of Tony Stewart. That's literally not the issue. It's just qualifying is not good now. I fear that we're not going to be able to keep the UPS sponsorship for the remainder of the season. So I don't know what I can do storyline wise at this point, to be honest.
Watch your fuel.
Fuel is very low. Jeff Gordon's really starting to approach the mirror. The pit cycle is commencing. We have to come on down pit road this lap, I would say, or the next one anyway. Either one or the other. Problem is pit road is really getting busy. I should have just pitted right then and there, lap 20. Oh well. Nothing we can do about it now. So yeah, in terms of like pace, we're about the same. Me and Jeff Gordon are. But we definitely have to come on down this time. Hopefully he doesn't follow. I could try to gain a little bit of time on him, I would say. All right, let's see here. Box, pit.
Pit road's getting busy. Leaders are headed in.
Oh, that was close as sin. Holy shit. I thought for sure I sped on pit road. I thought for sure. For sure. I just almost blew this race wide open. That was close. All right. I don't see Jeff Gordon. I don't know if he went in or not. Very good stop indeed. Finally, a good stop from the pit crew. First time in a while. And I think Jeff Gordon's still out. Yeah, he is, along with Junior. Okay, so that's good news for us. We're going to gain a little bit of time on at the start. I think even on like the longer run we'll be okay. And they're still staying out. Okay. Lap 23. Are they trying to do a one-stopper? Please tell me no. They have to come on in, right? Okay, they're finally coming in. I was about to say, like, really? No way they're going to be able to make all that. I think that might be the end of the pit cycle. I'm presuming. I don't see any other blue dot. So that's good news there. We're gonna easily jump them on the pit cycle. Yeah, I think they're going into their pit stalls now. Oh yeah, for sure we'll be able to pass them before turn 1. Yeah, they haven't even left the pit stalls yet. All right, they're starting to leave now, but we're now leading the race. Very good. And we're clear away. We gained a lot of time during that 1 lap advantage. So the undercut compared to them has successfully worked. Will it work in the long run, though? I'm sure it will. I mean, our next pit stop probably is going to be within like about 37, maybe 38. 30, maybe like lap 38 to get as much time on them as possible, I suppose. I don't know if they're going to try to go as long as possible again or not, but especially since this game will basically have no cautions unless you cause them. I'm confident that we'll be able to make it all the way there. So lead cycle changed? Yeah, okay, so Stewart and Newman jumped Gordon and Junior. So that might help a little bit. Well, we got some folks that are already going to try to make it on the last stop of the day. They're really undercutting, and they pitted as soon as the window was open, which is really, really interesting. So Jeff Gordon got around Tony Stewart there, so that's not great for us. I didn't see if Junior did or not. So we're gonna see here if they did or not. Okay, no, Junior did not go around him yet. It's still not good for us though. If we finish 1, 2, 3, then we're gonna gain no points. At this point, we're going to clinch the most laps led. I think at this point, either this lap or the next lap, I would say, we'll be okay. Hey, it's Labonte. I'm afraid he might be faster than us at some point in this run because he literally just pitted. And it's actually a fast car we're kind of dealing with right there, as Spotter said clear, but he was on our right side, so thank you very much for not being so precise. We're actually going to go try to ride his coattail on the straightaway right then and there and let him have it, I guess, because he's interested in blocking, which is understandable. I'm not really good in turn 1 compared to an AI anyway, so it all works out. But we do things my way in turns 2 and 3, though. And he's going to reel him back in like a fish. Did not get the rotation I hoped for. And we're going to try to pass him back on the outside. Not for a spot, though. This isn't for a spot.
Still beside you. Careful.
We might be able to pass him on the straightaway if he gets around us. Oh, boy. Almost contact. Almost. At this point, maybe we can just stick behind Labonte or whatnot, and we'll just have him push us. As Jeff Gordon retakes second. So, not great for us once he just took second. Interesting. Junebug just took second. And we led the most laps. Very, very good. That way we solidified it with no problem. And I'd rather see Junior in second rather than Jeff Gordon, because at least we'll gain some points on him. I would say that's, crucial. I think them two are going to make the same amount of points because Junior didn't lead a lap, unlike Jeff Gordon did. So, go figure that Labonte's kind of pulling away from us a little bit because he has fresher tires than us. Our pit stop sequence is going to be really short. It's going to be coming up really shortly here.
Your left front tire's a little worn.
And I would say like 38, maybe 39 is when we'll come back down pit road anyway. I think that'll be then, like, we just solidify it, we just pit, and that's that. Yeah, Jeff Gordon's just losing a lot of time now. That's very, very good for us anyway. So hopefully some of the other folks decide to come on down pretty soon. you know, they're not going to be able to make it all the way, as we learned from last time anyway. So we're good. I think we solidified the win as long as we don't make any mistakes. All right, box this lap. Box this lap. We're going to pit early here on this last set of pit stops here. Box, box, box. Pit, pit, pit. Don't go crazy with the speeding this time. There we go, and that's that. No adjustments, don't forget. I know it's been like a week, but I still have to remind everybody that, hey, we're still no longer doing custom setups for this game. That's not until Thunder 2000 or 2003. I can't, for the life of me, can't drive as well in Thunder 2000/Thunder 03 compared to like Thunder 04. Like, even in my rookie season, Thunder 04, like, I was able to, like, somewhat drive the car without dying much. Well, that's why I had assists on. But, yeah, most of the tracks, I just, like, have an urgency to snap loose. I don't even turn the joystick all the way. That's the problem with my GameCube controller. I'm not blaming the controller. I'm kind of just blaming the game and my own lack of driving ability in Thunder 03 physics anyway. But, I do believe, like, once we get, like, the tire wear and tire grip things fixed up for Thunder 2000, we'll be okay. I think we can start competing for, like, actual realistic finishes, I would say.
35.
Yeah, there's bad news for the field. I just ran my fastest lap of the race. Actually, 2 times I ran my fastest lap of the race with a 49.3. I don't know if I'll be able to repeat that again as this little quote-unquote run goes on, but I'm just waiting for the rest of the field to come on down the pit road. They're not going to be able to make it from there. There's just no way. And that's about it. That's all she wrote. GG is what I would say.
Looks like some of the leaders are headed
As
down pit
some
road.
people in the top 5 are pitting, as
Got one down
Stanton
left.
Barrett picked a really fine time to be in the middle of the tunnel turn. It's okay, though. I'll forgive him. It's not his fault that he has to drive a BAM racing car each week, ever since Ken Schrader retired, so it's not his fault. Meanwhile, we got the glitched Ron Holderday car up in front of us. There's nothing I can do about that,
50, 35.
as we just passed
We're getting there.
Jimmy Jam
Follow.
and I think Jimmy and Tony Stewart as well. So I don't know.
Clear.
I think hopefully they can be able to pass Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt Jr. within like the final few laps. Anyway, I don't know why they're still trying. Like, give it up. Have you not learned from the last episode? Last time we've been to Pocono.
5 more laps.
Yeah, it's just them two. It's just them two left to go to come on down the pit road. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You got to come on down, buddy. Guys, you got to come on down. You're not going to be able to make it. Like, stop trying. This isn't Michigan. Stop it.
Couple top 5 cars are on their way in.
And I think that's it. They're about 3 laps short. So I don't know what the point was for the AI to stay out that long for both Junior and Jeff Gordon to go do that. So hopefully they blow the door somewhat open for Tony Stewart and company, I would say. Hopefully they would. Got about 3 laps to go for this race, and at this point we'll just seal the deal, I would say.
49, 95.
You're gaining on the leader.
Wait, 19 seconds back. Why is Dale Jr. 19 seconds back? That's weird. Coming to 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. We have a near 17-second lead. It's going to be a 1-2-3 finish, most likely for ourselves, Junior, and Jeff Gordon. It's going to be a long-ass comeback, it seems. We're 111 back. We're probably going to gain like about 10, 15 points, I would say, on Gordon, and maybe 10 points on Junior. So it's still a long ways back, going to the tunnel turn. I mean, at this point, these guys are in the hall of the Pocono Mountain King. Pocono Mountain King Gunther. Unfortunately, the last time we'll ever go to Pocono in this game, we're coming across the final time here. Way to send off my home state track with a massive dub. We get win number 7 at Pocono of the season.
Great teamwork. Let's keep this up.
Oh boy, yes. That felt so good. If you think for a moment we weren't doing burnout celebrations here at my home state track for one last time, you're crazy. Of course we're doing it, of course. And yes, you can see by the little telemetry there on the little scoreboard, the 88, the 8, the 24, and the 12. Not exactly a good look for us in terms of the points, because, you know, they're still going to be consistent as all hell because it's Thunder 04 with Legend difficulty. Of course they're going to be doing so well. Absolutely tearing it up with the flaming paint scheme as well. What a day. What a race. Good to be back home here in the Pocono Mountains.
The yellow flag didn't fly at all in this one.
You know, that's pretty amazing. It says a lot about the quality and true talent of these NASCAR Winston Cup drivers.
The UPS Ford was the car to beat all race long.
Doesn't get much better than that. He led the most laps, and more importantly, he led the last lap, which gives him the victory.
The 88 car gained some respect out there in this one.
Relationships with other drivers are important in NASCAR Winston Cup Series. It can make you or break you.
Yes, you are all in the hall of the Pocono Mountain King. We win again. We sweep Pocono this year in the year 2007, our final year. Will this make UPS happy enough? Dude, I don't even know. I just drive the car. I don't know what goes on with corporate. They want us to qualify in fifth every day. It makes no fucking sense. Realistic expectations are not within the company of UPS, I'll say that. Kind of like how it was in real life with me anyway. But hey, look at that nice golden trophy for Pocono. It'll look great along with the next one that we got earlier this year. For the 7th time this season, we get to sing Ode to Joy, our victory theme, as always, for the channel anyway, a 49.358. That's even faster than the custom setups that we've had here. That's amazing, I would say. Yeah, not great for us in terms of sponsorship money. We lead 33 laps. Here's the race results. Get the max points they have. Oh, Junior did lead laps. Ooh, I thought he did not, to be honest with you. I literally had no idea he led laps. Not great for us, actually. Junior in 2nd, Gordon 3rd, Newman 4th, Tony Stewart 5th, Harvick 6th, Johnson 7th, Mark Martin 8th, Bobby Labonte 9th, and Kenseth in 10th place. Where is our useless teammate? He is in 20... No? Did he DNF? What? Yeah, he must have. 42nd. Alright, so I won't blame him that much, but 10th to 42nd. I think Robert Yates has to figure out if he really wants to get rid of me or not. Well, we still keep the sponsor. With a 48 happiness rating. Not exactly great. But we head to the Brickyard next. And that's going to be looking really, really feisty for us anyway. As we're now down to 96 points over the point lead of Jeff Gordon. We really need to hope these guys blow up. Because once they do, we should be golden as long as we don't DNF ourselves. But anyway, nice race we had here at Pocono again. We sweep the season here. And if you liked the video, of course, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It helps out the channel quite a bit. And make sure you click on the Liberty Bell for more notifications. And we'll see you guys next time at the Brickyard. Hopefully we can actually win it again.